Hello, my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon to new moon in May 2023. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I am a professional witch. I am a professional intuitive. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Today is actually, I'm recording this May 1st, 2023, our 25th anniversary. Lots of links in the description box. We'll talk about it later. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version of it available. There is a link in the description box. You can click that link and see a good chunk of the beginning of it, including the dedication to my Cancerian sun sign mother, who I just spoke with today, and is so actually loving and thrilled and supportive for the 25th anniversary. I'm tickled pink. And by the way, did you like the new music? That's Janet Grace Alvarado. A lot more coming from her. So we'll talk about all that later. Let's get down to business. There is a, yes, the Kindle version is available. The original version of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch is available to some of my patrons on Patreon. It's like a Fellini movie. It's very color rich. It's broken into chakra chapters. There are chakras in this reading. We do daily live streams every single day, pretty much. I've missed a day here and there, but not all that often. A daily live stream link that I send from YouTube unlisted, so only they can see it, and they chat with me about the day's astrological weather, magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something, something to send us on our way. And it's my favorite way to start the day. And if you want a private read, my subscribers get a big discount. So click the link, booking private sessions with Mal too. Again, we'll talk about it at the end. Otherwise, if you feel so called, you feel so drawn, click the link, look at the menu, and come play Patreon on Patreon, because I am so psyched about what's coming next. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. My Cancerian mother named me, but she won't call me Mal, but you can. And lots of my crab cakes do. So hi, let's have fun with this. I try to have fun with the shadow reads. It's waning moon, you're the moon children. So let's get the explanation for the new Cancerians and crosswatchers, and then we'll get into the divination. So for starters, an 8-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks. Gonna use clues, tips, and hints really about anything. We are using it to look at a 2-week period, a full to new moon in May 2023, the releasing, the letting go. In the language of spiritual alchemy, it is removing the 3 symbolic atoms in between lead and gold on the periodic table. Those atoms cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, transformed, released, surrendered. Very much a waning moon, so that you can clear the field, shift from lead to gold, toxic to healthy, pain to peace, chakras and all of that, to get ready for this new moon. So let's talk about this. I am a Virgo. I have a checklist. I wrote it down. Oh, get ready, water signs in general, full moon in Scorpio, and eclipse on Friday, Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, 1:34 p.m. Eastern. Now look, I said in the 5-card draws that I do for the beautiful, Nudiful, plant a seed, watch it grow, that this was going to be a good one, so somebody's getting their stuff touched. Just saying that. And of course, plant that seed, woo! And it goes from Friday to another Friday. The new moon in Taurus, but hang in there for a second. The new moon in Taurus on Friday, May 19th, 1:53 a.m. The moon does go void, of course, not that long after that, 1:51 p.m., and then goes into Gemini, 2:48 p.m. So there's that, but in between those two dates, Cancerians, Venus goes into Cancer on May 7th. Mercury goes direct at 11:17 p.m. May 14th. And if you have any planets in Taurus, Jupiter goes into Taurus on the 16th, which is the Great Beneficent. So just saying, keep that in mind as you go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, crosswatchers. Oh yeah, crosswatchers. You have the opportunity here to get some understanding and insight to the Cancerian you're cross-watching for. I know, my mom's one, so sometimes you never know what's really going on there. Right? Maybe some empathy as well as some sympathy. So you actually can help the Cancerian collective by applying some of this to your own chakra field, the mantra. There's a lot going on the table, or will, in about a minute or so. So keep in mind, as you do that, you will be releasing, healing, alchemizing, if you will, helping the entire Cancerian collective, not just the one you're cross-watching for. So I think that's enough explanation. Let's shift to divination. Focus on your breath. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can help you alchemize your shadow to light, your lead to gold, your pain to peace, your toxic to healthy. And as it heals within one of us, it heals within all of us. And that's what I'm here to do, to help as a Virgo, particularly the son of a Cancerian. Ready? Let's find that shift. The shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. So shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. That is my personal Shazam using the Caroline Mace archetype cards. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the dominant archetype, the soul power that they can alchemize from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, illusion to truth, poverty to prosperity, perdition to paradise, hell to heaven. For the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatcher, this will affect all the chakras underneath it, sending down the code. So it shifts the electromagnetic dynamics of each chakra so that they attract and what they repel. So they have the choice, the decision to do the alchemy or not, to no longer delay what cannot be prevented. And well, 2 child archetypes in a row. Gemini, I did about an hour ago, got the nature child. Everybody has the child archetype. It's a survival family archetype. Child, victim, victor, saboteur, empower, and the prostitute, which has very little to do with sex work, and I ain't got a problem with it either way. You got the wounded child. It's a sub-pattern therein, and it's all about forgiveness. Well, the child archetype, regardless of sub-pattern, my darlings, is about innocence and safety. It's how we learned how to survive in the world, and a lot of the lead in the equation, the lead, the shadow attribute, the light, the gold attribute, is stuff that was written in to this before we as immortal souls came into these bodies. So don't take it too personally. I don't know anybody who doesn't have a wounded child archetype, but look what I do for a living. Ready? The shadow attribute blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. And who hasn't done that? You know, it's a survival family archetype. Everybody has those, womb to tomb. So this is an ongoing thing. And forgiveness, there is no happiness without forgiveness. I am both a student and a teacher of A Course in Miracles. Thank you very much. And that's all about alchemy. It really, really is. The light attribute, the gold you're shooting for here. Reason, season, or lifetime, you could be dealing with another person or people in your life that are dealing with childhood wounds in this way. So as you heal them, and cross-watchers, heads up. The light, the gold, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. Opens the learning path of forgiveness. And maybe you were wounded by your parents, your family. Maybe it was in the schoolroom, right? And in the playground. Could have been any way, shape, or form, but there is... forgiveness is what's called the universal solvent, in my opinion, in the alchemical mystery schools, blah, blah, blah. Because it does. It is the alchemical ingredient that you must choose. Throat chakra minimum. Forgiveness is a decision only we can make. And it usually starts from within, but whatever. Let's keep going. You don't get me start talking about Course in Miracles. I got a lot of Vimeo on demand stuff about it, but some of my patrons get that too. Pluggity plug. Shall we? The next 4 chakras down: the internal, the feminine energy, heart, third eye, crown dynamic, Daughters of the Moon Tarot, 1 card for each 4. The internal throat chakra minimum here. You get the choice if you want to delay what cannot be prevented, how many times you want to keep repeating this and incarnating over and over and over. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh. Still point. Ooh. As I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Cancer, powers of the West. Please, beloved goddesses of cardinal, creative, water. 1 card in clarity, please, for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video who are drawn to this reading. Give them a clue, a tip, a hint. What do they need to be aware of? Internal, internal. Heart, third eye, crown, dynamic to alchemize. The wounded child, this full to new. Oh, the learner, 8 of Pentacles on the inner wisdom that you are learning and have already learned and processed. The 8 of Pentacles, put your head down, keep working. But on the inside, the element of earth is wisdom that you have gained from interacting in the world, right? Wisdom that cannot be stolen from you. So knowing that you are learning this. We have a crone teaching a maiden how to weave blankets, and there in the back is a blanket that the crone wove herself. So she's got that. She's got it. A nice stable number element of earth in an 8, right? 2 4s, very, very strong in there. So if you're doing inner child work, I keep going. And if you've never heard of child work, it got made fun of a lot in the 90s because everything does, right? It's very powerful. There are so many different ways to work with the wounded child. John Bradshaw, Homecoming, and there's some tinfoil hat woo land stuff there too. But I gotta tell you, rebirthing, Leonard or Sandra Ray, yeah. Woo! I've been doing breath work and rebirthing since I was in college. All right, it's a long time ago, folks. I'm gonna be 55 in September. Don't look at things. I got my mom's skin. Thank you, goddess. So let's see what's going on the outside. And I would say if we were going to give that a chakra to be specific, that very well might be a combination of the heart and the third eye, right? Because you've learned a lot. You might be integrating that. So let's see, lower 3 chakras. Looking at yourself from the outside in, or you looking from the inside out, the physical world, your relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to yourself. So let's have a look-see-ducksy. Please take a nice deep breath. Am I starting to channel Chelsea Handler? Her Pisces moon is the same degree as my... Oh no, her Pisces sun is the same degree as my Pisces moon. One more time. Breathe. I can handle her. Still point. As I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Cancer, powers of the West, please, beloved gods of cardinal, creative, water, 1 card in clarity. For the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video who were drawn to this reading, who maybe you led to this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Lower 3 chakras, outside in, inside out, relationships in the physical world, masculine, yang dynamic to alchemize, the wounded child in the 8th with the learner on the inner, this full to new. Woohoo! The Judgment card. It's a major arcana card. The way I read it, an 8 card or 5 card draw, it's all 3 of those in this case. So it was major arcana, heart, throat, third eye, crown. It would have been all 4 at once. Hermes, mythic tarot, a psychopomp, god of the souls, the Judgment card. So a resolution, a revelation. Keep in mind that Mercury retrograde we've been going through, like I said, it's going to be going direct in this 2-week timeline. So be aware, if this is you from the outside looking in, you're probably going to make some kind of final decision on something. Now, of course, if you do the forgiveness work, that's going to change a lot. The difference between lead and gold, those 3 atoms, can be the bitterness, the resentment, and just the emotional baggage. So really, so much of it has been passed down genetically. Emotions hormones and chemicals and all of that stuff passed down. It's not like they had therapy, 2,000 years ago, right? Codependence, right? Screw your artwork. We got to bring in the harvest, right? So, we're working perhaps on ancestral patterns here because, childhood, it's passed on, just is. And you've been on this planet so many times. You've done this so many times, most likely. So that child holds the keys to your success by helping you do the alchemy in a very innocent way when it feels safe. If it doesn't feel safe, different story, but honestly, call upon Hermes, I do. I got a bunch of earrings with his vibe in it that I wear on the regular, particularly traveling in the world. I almost skipped a deck. I switched them around for these reads. We're going to work with the Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angelo Hartfield, the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, and we're looking at the archetypal obstacles of those three atoms in between lead and gold. I've been cultivating is really the word, cultivating a relationship with Lord Ganesh since I started the company in 1998 when I worked with the Ashaya monks. I'm not kidding. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, and I love him so. Still point. As I call to the beloved Lord Ganesh, God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, please. One card in clarity for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video, who are drawn to this reading. Please, beloved one, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your oracle message to help them alchemize the wounded child in the eighth, learner on the inner, judgment on the outer, this full to new decision. Somebody else got this. I don't know that that's all that much of a thing to look through it in all of them, but I know one of them did. I don't see it on here. Was that a private reading? I don't know. It doesn't matter. If you saw it already, you know. Decision. Now, he's holding a mace. I believe Gada or Gara is the name of the mace. So it is sort of up to you to make this decision. I swear I just saw this. Where did I see this? I do so many readings in a week, I lose track. Yep, nope, not in this series. Wow, okay. Timeline crossover. Let me read you from the bookie book. Angelo Hartfield does a wonderful job with this. I love what's written here, so let me read you, because you're going to be removing obstacles by your own decision. Throat chakra, willpower. Card number 31, decision. Consider all of your options to make an informed choice. That sounds like wisdom. What exactly do you want in this situation? Are you satisfied with the way things are moving in your life? Ganesha is guiding you to know that your desires are within your sights. Odds are in your favor. The decision that is before you is either sticking with what you know or breaking out and trying something new, which when the child archetype in any of its sub-patterns feels safe. That's new beginnings. It sees things with fresh eyes. It's up for the adventure. You take a terrified child that doesn't feel safe to the happiest place on earth, wherever that may be at this point. It's going to hide. It's not going to have fun. Yeah. And trying out something new. This is a time for veering out into new adventures or making a decision that deviates from your typical trend or habit. Ganesha will gift you with a greater understanding of who you are and what you are capable of creating. Zero in on a goal. Take a step to make the selection. You have worked hard and really evolved through your life lessons. Get ready for a change. Motivate yourself by taking time to rejuvenate. Treat yourself to simple things that bring you joy. Isn't that like totally like the kid in us? It's like, I want a cookie. Totes, I do. As you move through your day-to-day schedule in new ways, you create new thoughts. When Ganesha is holding the mace called Gada, G-A-D-A, you gotta, he is challenging you to be more decisive. Now, again, to decide to even be willing to forgive is totally a viable and very worthy decision. Once you start being more strong-minded, you will create the opportunity to reflect on your longer-term goals and desires. You'll then be in a better position to plan ahead to ensure you achieve those goals. You benefit now from a newfound sense of confidence and are ready for a major change. You might consider travel to exotic places, further education, or a major career change at this point. And I think with Hermes on the outer, that's not out of the question, travel for that. He is the god of travelers, as well as the messenger of the gods. This will expand your learning and development and grow your horizons beyond your immediate environment. With careful planning and a moderated approach, you will set yourself up for success now and moving forward into the future. Well, that sounds lovely. But if the kid, look, I have said this for decades. I mean, I read Sacred Contracts back when it first came out. I think it was in the 90s. If a child doesn't feel safe, let's say you got a job, best job ever, put you up in a gorgeous house, like everything, all expenses paid, but you'd have to move to another continent. Yeah. What about, you know, nobody there, right? It's like, if that child feels safe, they're like, let's go, right? I'll forgive as I go, right? Maybe that could be this, something really life-changing is headed your way. Be prepared for big change. The decision is yours. You can delay it. Maybe it'll come around again. It always does in some way, shape, or form. So, I don't know. I would say follow your lower 3 chakra intuition to start with, right? Something feels off there, just pull back, right? Rejuvenate, right? It's your decision. Now let's get you a healing mantra from the Macon Healing Mantra deck. That they work. I just write down my mantras for my own Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs when I do these reads, and I work them for the 2-week period, waxing and waning. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of Survival. For the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers, particularly the wounded child archetype. I mean, I really don't know anybody who doesn't have childhood wounds, and I don't know everybody on the planet. That's cool. So please, beloved ones, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the shadow to light, the lead to gold, the pain to peace, the toxic to healthy, the fear to love, the illusion to truth, of the wounded child in the 8th, learner on the inner, judgment on the outer, making a life-changing decision here, this full to new. Acknowledging apprehension when it's a yes, nothing can stop me. When I'm unsure, it's always a no. I always say for now. Sometimes I need a nap or a cookie. Seriously, I use this daily. I've had this deck since it came out in 2018, and all of my clients seem to be buying them because, you know, in a private reading, it goes really like laser beam, right? And they're like, oh my God, that's so right on. Thank you, Mel. I'm like, you're welcome, client. In general, allowing appreciation, active, acknowledging apprehension. When it's a yes, nothing can stop me. If I'm unsure, it's always a no. At least for now. Let me go have a nap and a cookie, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm so glad I have the ocean sounds in the background because Optimus Prime has showed up yet again right in front of my house to flagellate himself with a garbage dumpster. Let's just continue, because if it's a yes, nothing can stop me, but if I'm unsure, it's always a no. When apprehension is acknowledged, you become aware of a constant back and forth between polarities. As this back and forth movement occurs, it can feel nearly impossible to make decisive, empowering choices. As you acknowledge any apprehension, recognize it's either your heart trying to warn you of an old choice or pattern that you're about to repeat. Wounded child, wounded child, wounded child. Or it's a sense of unworthiness that makes you unsure about how to step onto the biggest stage you dream of commanding. Now think stage fright. It is that. It is that, right? So if you're like, oh no, I'm going to fuck this up again. Yeah, maybe you are repeating a pattern and it's telling you don't. No, the answer is no. But if it's like, that little kid, it's like, you could do it. You could do it. But only you can feel that out. The power of discernment bubbles closer to the surface the more often your apprehensions are acknowledged. And that's not what we're raised with. I'm Generation X. It was like, suck it up, do it anyway, right? So just to like acknowledge, like, I'm feeling apprehensive. Say yes, nothing can stop me. If I'm unsure, even slightly unsure, it's always a no for right this moment. Pay attention to your lower 3 chakras. And it is needed to determine which of these 2 options is true. Yeah. This mantra is ideal for resolving indecisiveness, balancing impulsive behaviors, which is a child. Impulsive, sure. And trusting your instincts. Your instincts are in those lower 3 chakras. It's fight, flight, freeze, flee, blah, 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 blah. Someone should make a song about that. I'll get Janet Grace on it. Oh, what she's going to do with the music. Oh, the track for this we called Underworld Catwalk. It's so good. She's making a whole thing. We're probably going to do like music videos and TikToks and shit. Keep your eye on, keep a third eye on Drawing the Circle. Because we're going to ground this now, hopefully, with the Divine Animals Oracle. Everybody has spirit animals and totems. Let's see who's helping you out with the alchemy here. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the beloved pantheons of the animal kingdom. Please, beloved ones, I call to the spirit animals and totems for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers who are watching this video and who were drawn to this reading, maybe led to this reading by you. What is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help them alchemize the Cancerians and the cross watchers? The alchemize, the child archetype in the 8th, learner on the inner, judgment on the outer, decision, removing obstacles, and acknowledging apprehension as they go. Who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them. This full to new May 2023. The Swan! Beauty. Oh, thank you. Many a summer dies the swan, but not when they're stuck in a turkey like this one. The Divine Miss M, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's a turkey. I forget. I'm going to be 55. I'm allowed. I don't know. Man, the swan. I remember the movie Black Swan. All I remembered, I was so traumatized. I was like, bitch done grew wings. Oh, Natalie Portman. We thought we knew you well. Card number 20. Let's find her. The Swan. Okay, this I need the magnifying glass for. Card number 20, Swan, keyword beauty. Beauty is all around us if we care to observe it. The natural world provides so much of it. However, remember, beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first and know yourself, which means knowing that child inside of you is often crying for the vibration of love that only you can give it, because that's how it works. It's like a pin code vibrationally. Look for the beauty in the situation. Ask, and your questions will be answered. Wow, that's pretty cool with the learner on the inner. Let me read you the magic. Swan magic is pure and graceful. It is perfect to use for love workings, and also when you wish to find more beauty in our world. Everyone could do with a bit more beauty in their lives. Well, a beautiful decision, a decision for beauty by acknowledging apprehension in a judgment moment, learning on the inner, and really freeing that wounded child into, what would that be? What would the opposite of a wounded child? A healed child. We're all getting there, little by little. Everybody help. Everybody who's doing this kind of work is helping everyone. And that, of course, means that literal children in the world would not be as wounded. That's what it means to jump a timeline to something better. So serious. Alright, let's get more serious with the Archangel Fire Oracle. I love this deck. Alexandra Wenman, Findhorn Press. They take the different archangels and put them in different cultural guises, masks, whatever you want to call it. It's wonderful. Everyone has access to archangels. Your higher self is a guardian angel, but it's your higher self. It's not separate from you, and it belongs to a larger club, if you will, connected to the one of the archangels. You could be a hybrid, a tribrid, a quadbrid, right? A little bit of all of it. I'm pretty much dominant archangel Ariel, the archangel of Lyons. My mom named me, but don't you think I got a good connection with Archangel Michael? He's hot. Please take a nice deep breath. He lets me flirt with him. I'm so grateful. He's very, very hot. Still point. Here we go. Ooh, I call upon the pantheons of archangels for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers who are watching this video, who were guided to this reading in some way, shape, or form. Who is the archangel waiting in the wings for the slightest invitation to come in and help them do this shadow work? What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, beloved archangels? Your oracle message, help them alchemize the wounded child in the eighth, learner on the inner, judgment on the outer, decision, removing obstacles, acknowledging apprehension with and for beauty. This full to new. You got Archangel Michael! He was in the room. He was like, he's so hot. Have I mentioned? I think I might have mentioned it. Oh, he's so good. The patron archangel of rescuers and cops and fire ones. But, you know, the loyal one. You know what I mean, Archangel Michael. And they got him here as a blonde. Oh, a little Cody Fern vibe going on there. I'm down. That'd be an interesting role for him to play after American Horror Story Apocalypse. Yeah, I gotta go to the other end of the spectrum. Play Archangel Michael. I bet he could kick the crap out of it. Let's not talk anymore about Mr. Fern and wearing tight jeans. Card number 23. Michael, courage and protection work. Probably the most well-known of all the archangels. Yeah, you get Travolta to play you in a movie. Suddenly everybody knows who you are. He's got a great agent, AM. Beloved Michael is the angelic protector, your personal bodyguard. Oh, with a child that needs to feel safe. Come on, there you go. Got it. He infuses you with courage and will ensure you and those you love are kept safe. Ask him to cut any negative cords to relieve tensions which bring peace to your family and friends, and watch over you and your loved ones. The angelic policeman. Oh, Officer Michael. If you... I'm having a Trixie and Katya moment. Trixie getting pulled over, if you know what I mean. License, registration. If you see a police car go by or witness a fight or argument, send Michael to help surround the situation in his powerful transmuting flame to resolve any conflict. The message, release your fears. You are safe and protected. If you are in a time when you need a little more courage, know that I am with you, shielding you from any perceived danger. Oh, that's great. I mean, come on. For any child archetype, that would be a winner. Chicken nugget dinner because it's a kid. I'll still eat a bag of those in one sitting. I was raised on little itty bitty imitation drumsticks. It was Weaver, Charlie. Let's keep going. Cheer up, Charlie. Let's get the hidden blessing, our last card down. The gold within the lead, the hidden blessing from the Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish. We do the blessing for real. Once the last word of it is always blessed be. Knock on the table 3 times. And then we're going to talk about some stuff, including what's going on for Drawing the Circle. I'm so excited. We get to hear the music again. I'm in. Ready? Let's do this. The pantheons of all pantheons, meaning all traditions, lineages, and cultures. Please take a nice deep breath. Almost a nose whistle there, kids. Still pointing. As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, please, I request a special envoy, a special delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Watching this video, drawn to this reading, please, what is the gold hidden within the lead, the hidden blessing, some light at the end of the tunnel, to help them alchemize the wounded child in the eighth, learner on the inner, judgment on the outer, removing obstacles with decisions, acknowledging apprehension, tuning to the beauty, with the help of Archangel Michael for courage and protection. What is the gold within the lead, the hidden blessing for the Cancerians and the cross-watchers this full to new May 2023? A blessing to find the truth. Truth will set you free. Usually pisses you off first, but that's the journey. I didn't write that rule. I'm predominant Lyrian starseed, darling. We like to have fun with it. Let me read you this. Card number 20. I said predominant, not only. There's some Pleiadian in there, too. That's where the archangels were created, from what they tell me. Whatever. Well, you know, once your home planet blows up like Krypton, gotta go somewhere. Ready? Let's do this one for real. All joking aside, a blessing to find the truth. Truth is light. Archangel Michael holds the sword of truth. Yeah, just look at the Catholic iconography of the statuary of Michael. You'll see what I mean. Please take a nice deep breath. Pantheons of all pantheons, please transmit this blessing. Still point. Gotcha. Card number 25, a blessing to find the truth. A blessing to discover the truth in a situation so you can make choices with full awareness. A blessing on this time and on you so that the truth can be told and thus pour down upon you its unique freedoms. May you be blessed with knowing the truth of your own soul, and let the transformative powers of truth bring to you the light, so that what was once obscured now begins to shine, and what was uncertain now becomes defined. Sure, glittering in its certainty. That's what a kid needs, is that feeling of certainty. But at a certain point, we got to give that to ourselves. It's just how it works. Let the blessings of truth be your liberty now. For with truth there is a growth of wings that lift you up and beyond the current burdens that have kept you grounded. Let the speaking of the truth bring you comfort. Let the open-hearted honesty of it cure any confusion. And let the conviction of your new knowledge bring you the rewards you are so dearly due. Let those who know you, who hear you, be healed by the contact with the purity of your words and yourself. Let no one be in any doubt as to the worth of your words and the quality of your character. There is no need to be anything except your own blessed, perfect, honest, and open self. Revealed to you now is the truth of others, their motives laid bare, without adornment or manipulation. Yeah, so you got to be honest too. You got to be truthful too in that. We all do. Let the lamp of truth shine into all that was dark and unknown. It's a shadow read, both within and without. It's a shadow read. Something is revealed with judgment. And let the words you have longed to speak fall freely and without concern from your lips. Truth shall bless you, and you shall bless others when you show by example the glorious simplicity of living within the power of your own truth. Live the truth of your soul, and may the souls that share the truth be blessed forever. Blessed be. For the well-being of all. And with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Oh, that music. Oh, God, I love it so much. Even though I hear it in my head. Did you like it? Hit the thumbs up and like it. Because honestly, a child feeling safe with the truth of Archangel Michael, seeing the beauty in it as they acknowledge apprehension, making the decision to do so, right? A revelation and you're learning, that makes a whole lot of sense. So please hit the thumbs up, like the video, comment. Love to hear people's takes on these reads. Subscribe if you want more of me. And by all means, hit the notification bell if you want to know when the next video is coming up, because all those things help other people find these readings on YouTube. It's called an algorithm or something. I don't know. I'm Generation X. I don't really care either. But over on Patreon, we don't have those. We don't have algorithms or logarithms. If you sign up for one of my levels of subscription, from $3 Seeker to $20 God Goddess at the time of this timed recording, you get everything on the platform in that subscription level. You can change it at any time. And I mean from the moment I started Patreon long time ago, well, almost 2 years ago, right? Moving into the future, as long as you stay subscribers. And as I said before, my subscribers get quite a nice discount for the private sessions that I do, readings, spiritual counseling, and all of that. There's links in the description box for all of that. But honestly, Patreon is the best thing I've ever done. I highly recommend it. And the daily live streams and the extendeds, all of them get that. But the menu changes, so click the link, check it out. Come Patreon on Patreon. And like I said, May 1st. 1st. Today's the day. 25 years of Drawing the Circle Productions. I changed my prices for my private sessions. It's on my website, but there is also a video that I made booking private sessions with Mal. Just made it yesterday. My mom loved it. She's like, one was better after the other. I did 3 for the anniversary, so check it out. It's cool, and I'm heading good places. I could feel it in my blood and my bones and my boots the house down. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and seriously, I got so many Cancerian crab cakes in my life. I know how hard you work, and I know how deeply you feel and how intuitive you are. So hang in there, keep creating, do the shadow work, talk to that kid. These are the mothers of the zodiac, and I had a Cancerian mom who loves me unconditionally, but man, I was Hurricane Mal growing up. So thank you so much on her behalf. I'm wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this shadow work. This full to new May 2023. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.